Everything that we heard bad, you saw with your own eyes immediately. Doesn't know what he's looking at, holds on the ball too long, turns back. Like, trifecta.
Sanders rolling right. Now coming back the other way, steps up, and he's got the first down.
Going to the game as the time went on, you seen the comfort. You seen all that. You seen the juice behind it.
The 35-yard line, Sanders on first down. Njoku is wide open. Instead, he goes deep to Fannin.
So I know I could get to that place. So that moment was a moment of hope, and I hope we all have.
But so what do you think the emotion's going to be going out to take that first snap in Vegas?
You guys want to? I think it's everything we all think. I think it's going to be exciting.
Nothing like this on stage, screen, radio, TV, and cable, baby. This is an exclusive.
I know a lot of y'all going to be there. I know you can't miss it. You cannot miss this moment.
Many people know I'm a Shedeur fan. They're saying I'm a turncoat right now. I'm being called a Benedict Arnold. Because
join the club.
I just think, well, no, I like Shedeur, and that's why I'm so nervous about Sunday, because I'm like, I don't see it going well for him. I could see them actually still winning because the Raiders are terrible, but I just don't think it's going to go very good at all. Like, none of this makes sense. I'm trying to hurry an off-season of work into...
Everyone, including their mothers, is aware that Shedeur Sanders needs to prove it this Sunday. We're going to resolve this once and for all. It might also be unfair. It might not be correct. However, those are the conditions. He has been handed those cards.
Been dealt at 11:47 o'clock on Saturday night.
This isn't a movie. This isn't Rudy. We're not going to carry off on our shoulders, all right? You got to go out and perform. I don't think Shedeur, I don't think Dion, they don't want your excuses for their kid. They don't need them.
And so absolutely, they don't need them. Jay Gruden is right on this one. Like I said, it may be harsh.
You got a chance, and I want to hear about your environment, what your mama didn't give you, and the white man won't give you no shot. You got a chance.
That is the truth. The real world operates in this manner. Your narrative doesn't matter to anyone. The excuses don't matter to anyone. Deion Sanders chose Jackson State over Alabama for a reason. He could have traveled to Florida, might have attended Florida State. LSU and Georgia both desired him. Tennessee, UCLA, Oregon, and South Carolina. He could have attended any of these educational institutions, received offers from each of these institutions. That was the simple path. That was the simple route to the NFL. Instead, though, he took care of his family. He took care of his dad. Additionally, he took care of himself because it was an experience that could not be purchased. Having the opportunity to play for your father at Jackson State or Colorado or both.
Welcome, everyone, to Boulder, Colorado, elevation 53 on a 24-degree crispy day.
With your brother, having your other brother there.
Welcome everyone to On a Crisp 24 degrees Celsius day. Your brother and your other brother are in Boulder, Colorado at elevation 53,000 feet. You couldn't afford that kind of experience. However, he was aware that he would face difficulties because the story of Shedeur Sanders would have been entirely different if he had attended Oregon or Alabama under Nick Saban. Nevertheless, they made the difficult decision. We're rolling with him because of this. This is the reason it inspires so many people. They didn't go the easy route. They had the option, but they chose not to.
You know, everything that we were told, everything that we were saying in the pre-draft process, you saw unfold. Yeah, it was only 2 quarters. Yeah, it was 1 half. The alarming part is everything that we heard bad, you saw with your own eyes immediately. Doesn't know what he's looking at, holds on the ball too long, turns back. Like, trifecta. 1, 2, 3. You saw it all. So, like, that's why he fell, guys. It's not a conspiracy that the NFL has against him. It's not the Browns try. Like, we have heard, there have been so many stupid things said, just totally irrational, dumb, emotional things said over the last 6 months. And I left Sunday going, okay, well, there you go. Now you saw it. Now you've seen it for yourself. Like, that's why. The best thing he could have done and should have done would be to go to Baltimore or Philly. And they didn't want to do that. So now here we are.
And for that reason, I mentioned in the last video that I anticipated people would say, look, I told you so, as soon as the game ended last week. That's what we said. The bulk of what I observed about Shedeur Sanders was favorable, which is why he entered the 5th round. You may claim that I am biased, and I may be, but Jay Rudin is unquestionably not.
Now he's got the
fair
whole
to say you were slightly encouraged by some things you saw?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the when I was watching the bar at a sports bar with a nice cold Corona in my hand, you know what I mean? I was like, man, this kid, he looks terrible. Then I watched the tape. I'm like, shit, he didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
He had no chance.
At all.
At all.
No
There's nobody
chance.
open. Hell, they were in one route. There's 3 receivers right next to each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That being said, he had 3 really bad plays out of the whole game. And not really, really bad. The first one was on a naked pin where he didn't stretch the defense and he threw it right now and Kyle Hamilton almost picked it. Remember that? That was a bad play. That's easily coached. You got to get more width and depth, stretch the defense, look for your low cross, and get to the late down flat late. It's called late down flat for lead. We get to it late. Do it too early. Next one was on the pick. He had pressure on his face. We'll talk about pressure later on. He should have taken the immediate quick out in the flat instead of trying to push it to Jerry Jeudy. I saw what he saw. The corner had his shoulders open. He thought Jeudy would cross face. Jerry fell down or did something. It was a terrible route.
Sat down.
Sat down. I don't know what the hell he was doing. That's an honest mistake. But however, if you're coaching a quarterback, you say it's 3rd down and 10. You don't have to force it to the deeper throw all the time. Let your receivers underneath make a play, get the 1st down.
Yeah.
And then the last one was 3rd and 10 at the end of the game. They had an out route and a go route. Jerry Judy's wide open on the out route. He tried to throw the go ball to Gabe Lavardian. He's 5'8". You got to know your matchups, right? We're not going to throw a go ball to a 5'8" receiver. He's probably throwing it to him in scout team, and that's his boy. Let's give him a shot. Take the out route. Let's move the chains.
Was the accuracy of the ball good, though? Did he?
That's a good ball. That's a good ball. But
Yeah,
we're not throwing it to Gabe Lavardian on
right.
3rd and 10 with the game on the line. All right, let's throw the out route for the completion and move the chains. All right, that's 3.
Why was Gage Lavardian in the game to start with? That's like we couldn't.
Let's not throw the ball.
He's an undrafted rookie, okay?
But still, it was a
you
good
get
ball.
a check on Wednesdays too. So okay.
Yeah, I got. He's in the league. He's in the NFL.
With that being said, that's only 3. He was in 3rd and 8 to 10 at least 8 times. That's not good for a young quarterback. The pass protection was awful. He had no chance on 85% of the play. He had no chance. He had a good scramble for a 1st down. He had another good scramble. He did some good things. The second play of the game where he threw the check down, over the ball for a gain of 8, they ran the same exact, this is why reps matter. Ran the same exact play later on with a dagger and the post over the top. He rips the dagger for a gain of 22 yards.
He did.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Same exact play. You can watch how repetition, okay, I got the same play. I could have maybe pushed the dagger. You're looking at the tape. Let's call it again. If they suck up a little bit, I'll throw the dagger. That's what he did. There's a lot of good that he did. I think the poise, he looked good. He's got to do a little bit better with ball security in the pocket. When pressure comes, he's got the ball hanging down too low. He's going to get that ripped out of there pretty soon. But to only have 3 bad plays in the situations that he was forced to play in, the 3rd and 8s, the 3rd and 10s, the running game, they run a weak Charlie, and they're not blocking anybody, so they're in 2nd and 10. First drive, they got a holding call. They're in 2nd and 18, 3rd and 10. It's a very tough situation. Not very many good quarterbacks could succeed. Experienced quarterbacks that play 30 years would have succeeded in those situations with those looks and that pressure on him in that game. Joe Montana could have come out of retirement and had no chance with what he was given in that.
Thus, I completely concur with Jake Gruden. Additionally, Jake Gruden essentially echoed what I said. The only thing I would have stated differently is that Tom Brady might have returned and the result would have been the same. Ironically, he will play Tom Brady and the Raiders this coming Sunday, and it couldn't be more scripted. The TV will be musty. The ratings for this game could be comparable to those of the Super Bowl. It will become legendary. However, those are my opinions about it. As we typically do, make sure you guys continue the conversation down below. Additionally, if you haven't already, please click the like button once for me. Don't forget to excite me as well. Hype up the video, please. Thank you so much for it, and chaos and peace as usual.